Hello everyone, my name is Emil Janik and I'd like to invite you to my upcoming session. My journey began as a database analyst where I worked with on-premises solutions. Later I started exploring new possibilities with cloud computing and Power BI at BitPeak. Now, as a head of data insights, I lead a team of Power BI consultants and also serve as a Power BI expert on various projects. Together, we bring a wealth of experience to the table when it comes to implementing Power BI at enterprise scale. We have the exciting opportunity to partner with large companies across different industries, banking, logistics, aviation, and big pharma, including Fortune 100 companies. Today, I'd like to dig into the interesting topic of Power BI adoption. My insights are based on experience we gained through many implementations and problems we faced after introducing new tool in the organization. I share my thoughts on the most crucial and effective actions to actually enhance Power BI adoption within organizations. But first, let's define what we mean by adoption. Adoption is the measure of how many users within your organization who have access to BI software actively use that software on a daily basis and regularly access the reports that have been created. According to Gartner's research, somewhere between 70 to 80% of business intelligence initiatives fail. In an age where organizations generate more data than ever before, this high failure rate is really worrying. Gaining user acceptance is really important for companies looking to transition from insufficient tools like Excel spreadsheets to modern comprehensive solutions like Power BI. Developing a robust user adoption strategy is crucial for successful transition. It ensures that people understand how the solution will benefit their specific roles and how they actively contribute to the process. Despite significant financial investments, organizations have struggled with BI deployments. Data Warehousing Institute's research reveals that the BI adoption rate is somewhere about 20%, what means that only a small fraction of users truly benefit from their business intelligence implementations. Let's take a look on this interesting graph drawn from surveys conducted 2 years ago among over 200 data and analytics leaders from organizations worldwide. Organizations in various sizes and industries. The key takeaway from the survey is that BI product itself often proves challenging to develop and also challenging to use. Consequently, end users often feel overwhelmed. They are requiring proper training, extended guidance, and assistance, especially when using the tool for the first time. Additionally, we cannot overlook certain things that almost kill BI adoption and BI usage, which are the data needed is not accessible or incomplete. Data itself is not trustworthy. Tool performance is bad, or what happened for one of our customers, users didn't know that Power BI is used in the organizations and some new reports have been published. So the main question is, what can we do as a Power BI team to actually increase the adoption among end users? Based on experience from enterprise scale implementations, I'd like to share some, in my opinion, the most important, the most crucial rules that could be implemented and help to grow adoption. Basically in any organization. So first thing first, before moving forward, make sure that you have some structures in place in your organization. If you are thinking how to do it in the right way, you need to establish a Power BI Center of Excellence. The idea behind COE is to create, let's say, the internal or hybrid team of Power BI experts, size of the team depends on organization and your needs. Ideally, it should be a team that is more than just designing processes. It's about helping your people better leverage the technology with streamlined best practices. Taking time to build the structures first will set up your center of excellence for success and help to improve adoption. Scale your business and make your daily work faster and easier for your teams. It's really important to design your center of excellence with enterprise goals at its core. Without goals, creating COE may end up being a waste of time. When it comes to architecture and strategy, it's crucial to design future-proof and scalable solution from the very beginning. And think ahead about the entire platform instead of just one project. After taking the first step, your COE team can begin introducing more of what platform has to offer through ongoing training, developing materials, or scheduling regular meetings with end users. You'll find the greatest return on investment with creating custom training materials for organizational specific processes, while relying on the content produced by others for everything else. It's also useful to have a short training class that focuses primarily on topics like how to find documentation, how to get help, how to interact with the community, and so on. You might have adopted Power BI, but your business hasn't. You need to take your business on the Power BI adoption journey. And no, they don't need to learn M and they don't need to learn DAX, but they do need to understand how they can view reports and how to use them. It's really important to collect any feedback from end users and continuously monitor the usage across the capacity to find reports that are barely used and try to find answer why this is happening. No matter how shiny and new technology is, governance comes with the territory. Designing a powerful governance process makes managing data that much easier. Self-service solutions like Power BI rely on a governance strategy that controls how users operate to ensure data integrity, produce consistent reports and data models, and effectively maintain, let's say, a single source of truth. One of the key responsibilities of Power BI Center of Excellence is to take care of Power BI security, protecting from unauthorized access and any leakage. The team should be responsible for areas such as data security, authentication, network security, and compliance security to protect sensitive business data. The bread and butter of your Power BI Center of Excellence are your documented processes and policies. As you develop standards for how your teams create report, how your teams collate data, integrate new data sources, and more, it's critical to document your processes and regularly check if any implementations are compliant with the rules. Based on experience with setting up Center of Excellence, I strongly recommend creating a resource center from the initial phase. This would be a central hub, crucially accessible to all users within the organization. It could be a Teams channel, it could be a dedicated web application or any other technology serving as an umbrella for the entire implementation and connecting all users. Here is an example of such channel on Teams where users can easily ask questions, take training courses, access documentation, and stay updated on Power BI news. If anything important, such as new rollout come up or maintenance window, any change with high impact on the business users or process change happened, then announcement channel would be the best to use. The second crucial thing to establish is a place where all reports are described. Traditionally, departments keep reports and datasets as close to them as possible. When other people don't know these reports are available, they may attempt to create their own if they don't have access to the right data. Even if these teams can have access to specific sensitive data, maintaining a report catalog helps them know what information is available. A report catalog lists all core reports, so teams across the organization have visibility what is accessible to them. This feature solves a lot of internal issues by centralizing key information. Rather than people asking for a new report that has already been built or struggling to find this or that report, they see everything right there in the catalog. This example was built as a SharePoint list on the top of data retrieved from Power BI REST API. In the first three sections, you can find report title, short description with keywords and available KPIs. Next section is about target audience. So if you are a sales representative, you're not going to request access to C-level dashboard. Source system section showing what's actually the source for the dashboard. Next section are more informational. Availability status showing if dashboard has been successfully refreshed, validated and ready to use. If some bugs have been discovered or there is some issue with refresh, but it will be fixed soon, it means that you can actively use this report, but you need to keep in mind that report is under maintenance and has yellow status. The next red status, inactive, means that report is unusable and means that there is some serious problem with data. It won't be fixed soon, and report is temporarily unavailable. Restricted access indicates whenever a report is widely open to all users or it's not, and you have to access using the link which is in the next column. While most report catalogs limit which report users are allowed to view in full, seeing the complete list helps the teams when they are trying to develop more compelling reports, modeling and analysis for their work. By reviewing the report catalogs, users can request access to restricted data to support their work. So the key assumption when creating Power BI Resource Center is to make it available and easily discoverable for all users. When trying to increase adoption, we cannot forget about design principles. User experience has become one of the most important considerations when it comes to a product or solution. From a small startup to a huge enterprise, everyone has realized the value of designers and user experience design. But what exactly should we, as designers, consider when it comes to creating these solutions that will satisfy all the needs of a user? Good UX is first and foremost user-centered. User-centered designs are clear, efficient, and solve the actual fundamental issue faced by their users. Good UX can be hard to describe. The biggest indicator is when users don't notice it at all. On the other hand, users recognize bad patterns almost instantly. To ensure optimal user experience, following certain principles such as simplicity, clarity, and consistency is essential. UI design is all about creating a visually appealing and user-friendly interface. It involves design buttons, menus, icons, and other interactive elements that users will interact with. One of the most important principles of UI design is consistency. A report should have a consistent design language with recognizable and easy-to-use elements. Another important principle is visual hierarchy. This involves designing elements to guide the user's attention to the most information on the page. Using techniques such as size, colors, contrast, designer can create a visual hierarchy that makes it easy for users to understand and the most important information on the page. UI design should be responsive. I mean, it should be designed to work on a variety of devices and screen sizes. With the special focus on mobile devices, it's more important than ever to design reports that work seamlessly on all devices. When designing dashboard, it's good to keep in mind how people usually read. According to many research, two most popular patterns are F and Z pattern. F layout literally gives the designer more control over what gets seen. It's crucial to prioritize the most and least important content on a page according to order you want your users to follow. Once you know what are your users' needs, you can place the most important content at the top to engage them in the process of scanning, the process of reading. The first two paragraphs in a content block are the most important. If the paragraph won't capture users' attention, you will lose them. That's why place the most important content near to the top of the page as possible in an attempt to communicate the content block purpose. Typography can make or break the success of a site or application. It's a foundation of UX design. More than 90% of online information is in text form. But the design discipline of typography is so much more than choosing an attractive font for your report. There are numbers of elements to consider when practicing typography. For example, hierarchy. The principle of arranging elements according to importance. Creating a strong hierarchy is a paramount to help users identify where to look first. No matter the screen size, if an interface has many elements, it's important to guide the users towards the most important elements on the screen. Your choice of font, its weight, size, letter spacing, alignment, and surrounding white space, along with other visual design elements, work together to create this hierarchy. According to David McCandless, author of Information is Beautiful, designed information can help us understand the world and reveal the hidden patterns underneath. With this in mind, an infographic, also known as information design, has the ability to simplify complex data into engaging graphic outcomes. When you start showing the most important insights in your report, the value of infographic is scientific. Research suggests human beings process visual information more efficiently than text. It turns out that our brains are actually wired to understand information presented visually more rapidly. So why not to take advantage of this in your corporate reporting? Infographics can contribute a great deal to your corporate report by increasing your audience engagement and comprehension. Take, for example, a business overview page. When presented as a plain body of text, there is a good chance your audience will skip it and they will not read it at all. However, present this information in an engaging graphic manner using icons, callout features, and colors, and suddenly you can create a sense of intrigue and hierarchy, where the most important information is highlighted for your audience. Not only this will improve comprehension and help deliver your key message to your audience, it will contribute to increased transparency and a positive brand impression. The next adjustment that can be made in your reporting to enhance adoption is interactive user walkthrough. Interactive walkthroughs are changing the way end users understand and interact with a complex report. Walkthrough provides the specific help required by the users in a friendly, visually appealing, step-by-step and interactive way. Usually end users avoid boring help manuals and prefer instant solution to use an app for their specific use case. This is where interactive walkthroughs have become very relevant. They become de facto standard in faster user onboarding, training, product tours, and support-related activities. We all know that great report should be visually engaging and easy to understand, but striking the right balance between aesthetic and functionality can be a challenging task. An effective layout is a key to ensuring the readability and usability of your Power BI report. By organizing your visualizations and content in a logical and coherent manner, you can guide users through the data and help them uncover insights more efficiently. A well-structured layout also makes it easier for users to navigate the report and understand the relationship between different data points. The last enhancement in your own framework. End users like to feel the report they are consuming is familiar. Using the business brand and brand colors has a positive psychological effect for end users to be confident in the data within the report. The Power BI design standards gives every analyst in your organization a template and methodology to follow. So every report follows a consistent high-quality approach. Don't forget about tracking usage metrics. It's easy to do it and can help you understand with which report users find valuable as well as the ones they tend to avoid. These metrics can be extremely helpful in identifying reports that are used the most and the reports which might need some design or data changes. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or you'd like to reach me at LinkedIn, please scan the QR code shown in the screen.